I think this is why people love Thanksgiving, because the table is full and they just get to interact with each other. When we lived overseas, we had to build that community again. It just wasn't a given. We didn't show up and already have friends. Understand? So when we got there, we had to build the community again. We didn't have people over. We had to go to where they were. We had to be part of events where we knew we could meet more people. And many cultures all over the world, they live in a community. This is such a foreign concept to Americans. You will see in this image, this is not my neighborhood, but this is a neighborhood in the city that I lived in. You can see that there's all of these apartments, and then right downtown, downstairs, you'll have your baker. You'll have your guy that sells random tools. I don't even know where he got them, but he's got random tools in the bottom. Then you'll have your dentist, probably in the same building as you, like we did. You'll have a little snack store where they just sell chips and soda. You'll have the lady that does the dry cleaning or fixes shoes or clothes right there. Everything's just right downstairs. So you walk down from your apartment building and walk out. You go left or right, maybe a couple 100 feet, everything's there. You don't need to go any further. Such a weird concept to us. Because we're like, oh man, no, I go all the way over here to get that in America. Oh no, I only buy my meat from one person. It's way over here. Or I only go over here to do this, and there's nobody near me that does that. We don't live in the small, tight communities like a lot of the world does. Even in France, everything's done in the area that you live in. It's a community. And also, everybody kind of knows what's going on in your life because you live in the community, right? Because the pharmacist is right there, and then they know everybody that's getting their medication and everybody that's coming in with a new prescription, and your pharmacist knows. They're like, didn't you just already? Yeah, I know. Just give me the medicine. Everybody knows because you're just in that community right there. But in the U.S., we have to work really hard at creating a community. I drove into my house the other day, opened the garage, drove in, closed the garage, went in the house, never said hi to anybody, right? We have to work really hard at creating community. We have to be intentional about it. When my neighbors go outside, I find a reason to go outside. Oh, I'm going to walk the dog, or I'm going to check my mail. Hey, and just start talking. Why? I have to be intentional. Nobody's coming out to knock on my door to talk to me from the street unless it's bad, right? But nobody's just knocking. Hey, just wanted to say hi. Did you get those knocks? I need to move to your neighborhood if you get that knock. I don't. But you have to be intentional to build that community. And God has put amazing people in your life right here. Think about it. You have a built-in community. A built-in community right here in your own church. You've got to get to know your community. This is why I love life groups. Connect, grow, serve. You got to connect first. If you don't know anybody, how are you going to grow with each other? You got to connect. So all of a sudden now we're starting to connect with each other. We're like, man, I really appreciate so-and-so. I've been blessed to go to the seniors' breakfast. And man, I hear the things that they tell me, and I'm like, wow, you should write a book. You should be praying over me. All the things you've been doing. Amazing things. I can learn from you. Let me sit with you. Let me have breakfast with you. Let me have coffee with you. I want to hear all the things God's been doing in you. Rub off on me. Rub off on me. You also do it with our young kids. Our youth, God's stirring them. Spend some time with them. Get to know them. If you have another youth, invite another one over to your house. Just hear what they talk about. It's really entertaining.